Hey y'all, what's up? It's Journey Leaves and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting one for y'all because I'm getting into something new, aka Anthurium. I know a few videos ago, I definitely mentioned something like I'm not getting into the Anthurium because I don't like the leaves looking rough and tough, and I don't be seeing them growing like that, and I don't have cabinets, and I'm not getting a cabinet. I'm not doing all that. I'm not getting a tent. You will never see me. Yo, they say never, but you will never see me with one of them tents in my house. If I end up with a greenhouse, it will be an outdoor greenhouse in my backyard. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it will be something outdoors in the backyard. I don't even live in a climate where I could have that and it be sustainable for me, because then I will have to be spending all sorts of extra monies to keep the stuff warm. That's neither here nor there. Somehow, some way, I found myself having a desire for the Anthurium, and I took the plunge. And I have a couple of them. I have 4 up here. 2 from Gabriella Plants, 2 I got from Jacqueline's Jungle here on YouTube. I was watching her live on Palm Street. Transparently, I bought the ones from her first, and they're little itty bitty babies. When I got them, I was like, damn, these are small. And then I said, okay, even though you got these, I do want to get some of the classics. I am intentionally trying to tell myself not to buy more because I know Anthurium are very different. So I'm sticking to these plus my my Rad Lux, my Radicans crossed with Luxurians. And then I also did get a Dorayaki because Dorayaki, that one, because I did want to see if I really do like the silver veins, right? Like, do I like that? Because you know, when you look at a picture, you're like, I don't like so, I don't even like it like that. But it come in the mail and you're like, ooh. Because honestly, the picture is not doing what I'm looking like. When you look and it's got a certain shine and sheen and the pictures don't do justice. So we're gonna start with potting up the seedlings. I know I have no. Let me tell y'all the ones I got, and then we will go ahead and mix up some mix. I probably should have asked for advice first, but I'm not going to, because I'm gonna do me, and then if y'all give me advice and things are not working, then I will refer back to the advice after. The first one that I want to show y'all that I turned out, this is the Anthurium clarinervium. Damn, like like look at the oh yeah, that's a bit of me. I just think that this really gives tropical. And I can't believe I have one, especially considering that just a few months ago I would have been like, absolutely not. Here's another one. This one I'm a little scared because it's already, one of the leaves is already doing that thing that I said I don't like. So see, like, she's doing the thing. This is a Forgetii. And again, I wanted to go with ones that are classic. So because this is apparently grown from seeds, some of them have ears, and I know that the Forgetii is supposed to have a few sinus, but I don't really mind. And shout out Gabriella Plants, that's where I got it from. I know that this one is likely yellowing because it is like ridiculously root bound, which is also why I said let me repot these, but I want to put them all into the same mix. So yeah, Forgetii. And also, can you believe that they sent me this big plant? This was also very inexpensive. I was seeing seedlings of this for more than what I paid for this. So shout out them for real for holding it down for the girls that want to try new things. Any advice on the Forgetii though, anything you have to say, I will take it, because it's already doing this thing that I don't like, but I'm assuming it's because it's dry, because I watered it once since I got it. I haven't had it for a full 2 weeks yet, but it is so root bound. Y'all will see when I pull it out. It's so root bound. Okay, the next 2 that I want to show y'all. So this is a Pap, and I'm gonna put them back in the box. This is a Pap Lux. Yo, stop shaking, girl. So this is a Pap Lux. All right, my hand is literally not shaking, it's the leaf. All right, and I love Luxurians, and the Papillolaminum looks cute, and people say that that's a good vibe. And then I got this one, which is a crystal pack because I want to crystalline them. I heard the hybrids are easier, and I want something that has a little bit, and it looks like it's gonna have the crystallinum traits because it's already got that vein coming out in this little leaf right here, but we obviously won't know what it's gonna look like, and that's kind of exciting for me. And those, I am gonna keep these in bins, but I do want to take it out of moss. If y'all are new here, which you probably are, I can't mess with the moss. I simply cannot. But that being said, I'm going to put these to the side. I'm gonna just gather some stuff real quick. I'm gonna make some mix real quick. I want to use a mix that is water retentive, but also doesn't dry out. So y'all can't even see it. Let me just bring it down. This is my first Anthurium ever. This is a Pallidiflorum. How could I forget? This is a Pallidiflorum. The newest leaf is the one that's the darkest. It's right here. It is also putting out a new leaf. I've had this since February. When I got it, it had 3 leaves. I know that in the time that I've had it, I did cut off a leaf, and I have also grown 3 leaves, and there's also another new leaf coming out as we speak. Shout out to the Pallidiflorum. It's in a mix of whatever it came in, which I think is tree fern, as well as mollies. Yeah, and the roots are going crazy on her. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, roots going crazy. Love that. And that's kind of the vibe that I would like to get to with these. So with the little baby seedlings, the smallest pots I have are these little 4 inchers. I'm gonna, let's actually make the mix first before we start talking pots. And maybe, yeah, the smallest pots I got are those 4 inchers, and I do have some cups that I could put them in as well that I have out there, but I would really, really want them to be in something clear that I can see. That is really the hope. But let me go ahead and just grab the stuff to make up the mix. All right, so for my mix, I am literally just going to mix tree fern with this mix this pre-made mix that I made, like basically some core and all sorts of charcoal and things like that, because I know it needs to be chunky. How are you supposed to, are you supposed to wet tree fern first? I don't know. Anyway, let me take, oh, unlike me. That's how I be doing and getting myself into situations. But yeah, I'm gonna put a little tree fern for the first set. Actually, I think I'm gonna do 2 different mixes. I'm gonna just put a little bit of tree fern, or a lot of bit of tree fern, and I'm gonna mix in some perlite. I don't know, are you supposed to keep these giant twig pieces in there? I don't think so. Or do I break them up? Like, is that what I do? Okay, that's not doing for me, so I'm gonna take those out. So I have the tree fern here. I think I'm gonna do a little charcoal just because I've been enjoying putting charcoal and stuff, and that's just me being honest. And also it allegedly helps with smells, mold. And I'm trying to think if I should do large size perlite. I might do a twips of the big perlite and a little bit of the small perlite, because these are the seedlings. So I just want to create pockets. I have my bag with small perlites. I just threw that on there. Yeah, and that's just all I'm gonna do. Because I do know that the seedlings need to retain moisture. And not just, the tree fern stuff is expensive, baby. I watch Unplanned Parenthood, and the timing she's on with the whole reusing of the materials. When it comes to the Anthuriums, we really gonna have to make sure we get to reusing, honestly, because this stuff is not even cheap. I didn't even buy the brand that everybody else swears by. I'm gonna add just a little bit more perlite of the small kind. I think that this is pretty cool. So I am gonna start with those. Let me take one out. So I haven't even checked on the roots. All right, so the roots are minimal, and see, okay, Sphagnum moss isn't even so bad when working with stuff like this. I think if I had like a, I think I can definitely put it, I can definitely put it in these cups. Oh yeah, that's two. So I'm gonna use the cups here. See, like, look how easy that was to come off the thick root. So this is what the root looks like. Honestly, let me just, oh, I don't know why I'm still, I know that they need a lot more moisture. I'm gonna just put a little bit more perlite. Okay, so now this is what it's looking like. All right. I just want to make sure that it has drainage in there. I'm just putting, oh, it's always a bug. Anyway, something is flying. It looks like a moth. I'm just gonna put that in there up to right about there. I'm gonna water it in and literally put it right back. I think once it gets water, it'll be fine, but I've just put it into this cup with something that I can know what to do with. So that's one, and that's great because they can continue living in this little bin here. I will probably graduate them to each living in their own bin, more than likely. All right, cool. So this is not as stressful. Like, the moss is really not as stressful when the roots are not fine like Hoya roots. So maybe that's really the thing, is that I don't like moss for Hoyas. And that's okay, because look at the roots on this here. So this one is the crystal again, and you can see the roots. That's not so bad, not so bad. Like, oops, I might have accidentally broke a little piece of root. That's okay. I'm gonna have a lot of watering to do because I definitely just recorded a different video where I did hella up potting or potting up, or had a lot of props that needed to go like into pots. Okay, I'm like lifting it higher and higher. Sorry, boo boo. Just trying to. All right, this is a very messy repot, and that is okay. All right, so that's this one potted up. And again, these have hella holes on the bottom, but I've heard tree fern is good for rooting and all that. So having that as the base of this should be helpful. And that's those two down. I am excited to see how they grow. Like, we really will see. I am excited to see. All right, so the next one I'm gonna do is the Anthurium. I do wanna see what the roots look like. So they look, ooh, dirt is just falling away, child. They look okay. First of all, I didn't even mix up the dirt for it. Is it grown in a plug? Like, what is that? There's like hella peat in the center. I think it was grown in a peat plug initially, which I know people use and can be really helpful. But these roots actually look good. They're very chunky. Wow. This is very different than anything else that I normally have to repot. Oh my God. So I'm just taking all of the old stuff off. This is the roots on the Anthurium. I assume it will experience some kind of shock. Let me look at the pot that I have. I have heard that Anthurium can go into bigger pots. I don't know if I should pot this into a bigger pot. So I probably won't. I might just keep it in. Oh, this is a little bit bigger. Yeah, this is bigger. So I think I'll go with this one. Let me just set it there for a sec. And then with this one, I am going to add some tree fern in. So let me show y'all what I'm doing. I just threw some tree fern in here, and I'm obviously gonna just, any of those like big twigs, I'm gonna take them out. This will be the mix for the two of them. So I'm literally essentially just adding tree fern. I'm going to add a couple scoops of, ooh, making a mess, of my other pre-made mix. Just so I don't have to be doing all the additions of all those things individually. I'm getting my arm workout. I just said I don't want to add those things individually, but I am adding the things individually, specifically adding this. I keep doing this. I'm adding additional perlite. I'm using the chunky perlite. To really add additional aeration. And the final thing I'm gonna add is additional charcoal. Shout out to the horticultural charcoal. And this mix will be my Anthurium mix for now, where essentially it's all the same. Ooh, it's all very similar ingredients with the addition of the tree fern fiber. Yeah, we'll see. I think it's because they don't like to be dry, so they're not quite like, boy, I don't know. We doing our best with this one. So here is, she is beautiful. I can't even. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pot that up with the little tree fern, charcoal. Well, it's got hella stuff in here, but I'm just trying to use what I got in addition to using the tree fern, which is new. I'm not trying to smush it in there, but sometimes the air pockets go crazy, especially when you're using like a mix like this that I'm using. It could be really, really, really chunky, which is good. You just gotta make sure the stuff is situated properly. Okay. So this root is hella on the top, and I don't know what that's about. Okay. Why do you want to come out so bad? There we go. Okay, so once I water it in, that'll be it. It's been upsized a touch, but it has hella roots, so we'll see how she does, and I will keep y'all posted. This will be a journey I keep y'all posted on, because baby, these my first Anthuriums. I'm very excited about it though. Like, stop, look at that. Damn, that's nice. That's very nice. And so far I like this one. Ooh. I'm always gonna be looking for bugs. I like this one a little bit more than the Forgetii, only because it seems to be more hardy. All the damages that I have on it came with the plant. Like this has been this perfect this whole time. And I don't know. Yeah, I do see a new growth coming out from the bottom there. But yeah, this will also have to get watered. So I'm gonna add that to my pile of plants over there that need to get watered. So here is the reveal of the roots. I can't even get it out. So I'm just gonna squeeze and rotate and then gently tug. Okay, that's not working. That is not working. I don't want to break it. All right, this might be one of those times. I don't normally have those experiences where I have to cut the whole. Oh my God. Like, just as the sneak peek, straight root, straight up roots. Okay, let me hit it with a snip up top. No, this is actually crazy. Okay, so this one definitely needs to be repotted. What the helly? Oh my god. Okay. Wowzers. How do you even detangle roots like that? You can't even detangle. And it's like mostly peat and stuff on the inside too. I think it's gonna have to be fine. I don't even think I wanna attempt to stress it out, but I also know that the pot size I was gonna go to is way too small for the amount of roots that are there. So I'm gonna be right back, grab a bigger pot, and then we'll wrap up. So I'm gonna go with this pot, which seems like a dramatic upsize, but when you put the root ball in there and you look around, it really is not. So that's the size we're gonna go with, which means I probably may have to make a little bit more mix, more like a lot of it more mix, but that'll be at the bottom, right? I wish I kind of had a deeper one. I wish I had a pot that was deeper. I can't even believe it. Like, I knew, see, but something was telling me. I'm like, this thing is drying out. And you see, sometimes they'll tell you don't repot early. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Except the L. Like, I ain't giving this plant back. This seems good. So I think it will stop doing that little yellowing thing it was doing because I already have it in lower light. I'm just gonna fill in parts on the side here. Cool. Y'all, oh my god. Okay, that was a lot of roots. I'm sure this is gonna take over this pot a lot. One thing I also will say with the Anthuriums is I noticed that they can end up in big ass pots. We gonna hope that this one does its thing, holds down for a little bit. And here it might not last that long, but hopefully it does a little one too. And hopefully it also stops yellowing. I also see that it's putting out a new leaf here. And Anthurium are similar to Hoya in like the leaf is small and it gets really big thing. So I love that. And yeah, I'm really excited because it looks like the most recent leaf. Yeah, it looks like this is the most recent leaf right here, which is very pretty. And I think that this probably didn't come out as big as the one right before it because of how root bound it was. So I think with more space and access to more moisture, etc., it will do better. But I will keep y'all posted on that one. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in for this slightly quick one where I repotted some Anthurium. I'm excited to take y'all on the journey with me. I will keep y'all posted. Do leave any advice specifically for this babe right here in the comments. I really do like the selection I have so far, and I'm gonna keep y'all posted. And I'm really excited, especially about the little baby ones, to see how they do and what they turn into. So I'm excited to start this journey with y'all. That said, thanks for tuning in. And if you haven't, and I've never said this before, but if you haven't, please just like, comment, subscribe to your girl. Let me, you know what I'm saying, know that you actually enjoyed the video. Engage with me in the comments. I love to talk to y'all. Anywho, thanks again. Bye.